Hello everyone, you are welcome to English Language Studies One Room of Learning. I'm Richard Akon, a student teacher at Fosu College of Education, and I'm currently pursuing mathematics and ICT. Our topic for today is going to be on comprehension. That is how to answer comprehension. And at the end of the lesson, our learning indicator, that's our objectives, is that each and every student should be able to explain comprehension, understand the meaning of vocabulary used in comprehension, understand the purpose for reading, know the strategies in reading comprehension, and also know the rules or tips in comprehension questions. Now, let us consider the meaning of comprehension. Comprehension is the understanding and interpretation of what is read. Yes, or it is the ability to process text, understand its meaning, and to integrate with what the reader already knows. So I will say that in short, comprehension is simply understanding. Yes, it's simply understanding. Actually, when one reads, there must be comprehension. Otherwise, no reading takes place. When you read, you must understand. Else, no comprehension else what taking place. So comprehension takes place when there is communication between the author and the reader. Yes, comprehension occurs whenever there is what a communication between the author and the reader. Comprehension is all about um the let me say it's all about understanding between the author, what the author has written, and the reader. Yes, that is all about it, comprehension. So also, to be able to accurately understand comprehension, one needs to be able to decode what they read. One must decode what he reads. Mixed connection between um, what they read and what they already know. Think deeply about what they read. That is all what I have said earlier. That is the meaning for comprehension. Let us also consider vocabulary in comprehension. Vocabulary in comprehension. Yes, one big part of comprehension is having sufficient vocabulary or knowing the meaning of enough words. When we talk about vocabulary in comprehension, we are talking about the synonyms in comprehensions. Um, Before you will be able to comprehend um, a passage, you need to know a lot of vocabularies. You need to know a lot of vocabularies. You need to know a lot of vocabularies. Readers who have strong comprehension are able to draw conclusion. Yes, when you have the meaning of a lot of words in your mind, it will help you easily to decode a passage. It will easily help you to understand a certain passage without any difficulty. So that is vocabulary in comprehension. Let us also consider the purpose of reading. Before you begin to read, it is important to know the purpose of reading. Anytime you begin to read, you have to know the purpose of the reading. The purpose of the reading, that is why the reading is being done. Why the reading is being done. You have to know the purpose of reading. That is why the reading is being done. Um, Knowing the purpose greatly enhances the effectiveness of the reading. It enhances the effectiveness of the reading. Let's say you have given a passage to read. You have to know the purpose of the reading. You have to know the purpose of the reading. You have to know the purpose of the reading for what? easy understanding, for easy understanding, for easy understanding. Strategies in comprehension. When we say strategies, these are some key steps um you have to what follow when answering a comprehension what questions, or these are some tips. When you follow, it will easily help you to answer comprehension question with ease. That is, reread for clarification. Whenever you are given a comprehension question, don't ever think of reading it once. There are some passage when you read it once, you can easily get the meaning. But normally, try to reread, let's say twice or thrice, for easy what clarification. Let us consider the fourth one. That is, ask question about what is being described or taught. Whenever you are answering comprehension questions, you have to ask questions about what is being described or taught. You have to ask yourself questions. Oh, how did this happen? When you are reading, you have to ask yourself questions. Oh, why did this? Why did this occur? Why did that occur? Why did he do this? You have to ask yourself questions. And also, we shall also consider survey the test. When we say survey the test, you have to take note of important headings. Yes, important subtopics, important sentence, important phrase. You have to take note of all that. You have to take note of all that. When you are doing this, you are serving the test. You are serving the test. You also have pause to think. This one is very important when you are given a passage to read. Whenever you are reading, you have to sometimes pause like 10 seconds, 15 seconds to think about um to think about um why some situations happen in the passage. Why didn't he do this? You have to think. You have to think. So these are the strategies in comprehension questions. And because of time factor, when you go home, discuss the rest. Let's also consider the rules and tips in comprehension. The rules and tips in comprehension. Please don't mess up the rules with the strategies. When we talk about the rules here, we are talking about the tones in comprehension, and the strategies. They are the key steps. They are the key steps. When you follow, you can easily answer comprehension questions without a difficult. And the rules um, help us to follow the strategies. So rule one is do not memorize. Whenever you are given a comprehension questions, you are not expected to memorize the passage. Yes, you are not expected to memorize the passage. What you have to do is read the passage and take note of some words. Always read the questions first. This one too is very important. It is very, especially for examination purpose. Always read the questions first. Reading the questions first helps you to get the overview of what you are coming to do. Yes, you have to read the questions first. You have to read the questions first, especially it will save a lot of time when you read the questions first. Do not think the correct option would come outside from the passage. In comprehension, always think that, always bear it in your mind that the correct answer is in the passage. The correct answer is in the passage. It is not coming outside the content, that is outside the passage. Always the correct answers are in the questions. As I said it earlier, you have to make notes. You have to make notes in comprehension. You have to take note of some important words. You have to make notes, write some, underline something, um, some phrases and some sentences. You have to do that. When you're doing this, you are taking notes. And one more last one, which is very important, that is constantly question yourself while reading the passage. Hmm? If you are given a passage and you are reading, the more you are reading, the more you are questioning yourself. Oh, why did this? How? When? How? You have to ask yourself a lot of questions. You have to create your own questions to ask yourself. That is the rules and tips in comprehension. Now let us take this very assignment home. When we meet next time, we shall discuss about it. Explain comprehension in your own words. What are some of the strategies in comprehension? Is it important to read a comprehension questions first before the passage? Explain. So with question number 3, it will be like this. If yes, explain. If no, explain. Hmm? Is it important to read a question first before the passage? Explain. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to keep you updates. See you next week. Bye bye.